So recently I came across something pretty interesting. A subscriber told me that it is impossible, Eric, to master investing within 15 hours. And then he said, I have spent years studying investing. I've been looking at the markets. I'm a CPA as well. And it is not possible to master investing within 15 hours, okay? He knows. So before we start, I just want to celebrate another success story within Investing Accelerator where Mike in Indiana took a profit of 108% from ABT, where he sold half of his position. Now, Mike is the 7th student within Investing Accelerator to make over 100% gain, and ABT is his second investment. So after joining Investing Accelerator for 2 months, Mike masters all the concepts within the program, and he invested in multiple companies. So 2 of these companies have already made over 100% for him, and right now he's also making around 41% from Disney as we speak. So congratulations to Mike, and I look forward to your next investment as well. So that's why I want to make this video for you. So the question is, let's say this person is Bob, and Bob learned accounting when he's in school, and he mastered accounting for over 20 years. He worked in multiple countries. He worked in big corporations in US, in Asia, and Bob has seen a lot of people on YouTube claiming that they have mastered investing, the stock market, and Bob has learned to develop a sense of distrust in investing. It's not possible to beat the market because that's what a lot of analysts and professionals will tell you. And Bob has also seen a lot of get-rich-quick schemes, which I don't blame Bob. Now, when Bob got on the phone with me and learned about Investing Accelerator, Bob couldn't comprehend how it is possible to master investing within 15 hours, even though he has spent years looking at the markets, so on and so forth, studying, experimenting, losing money when it comes to investing in the market. Now, here's what's interesting. When you're looking at other fields of sports like basketball, like tennis, soccer, school, education in general, you get coaches. Why? You get mentors. You study under someone else. Why is that? And that's really because when there is a mentor, it helps you shortcut and think through certain challenges a lot faster than you otherwise would have if you do it alone. Now, for myself, I've been investing for over 12 years now, and I have spent at least 3,000 hours or more on investing, studying, doing my accounting degree and bachelor and master's degree, getting a CPA, auditing different funds around the world, so on and so forth. And I figured this out myself, which surprisingly, it's quite a long route, and if I have to do this all over again, I'll tell you it is not possible to do this by yourself within 15 hours. You should budget at least 4 to 5 years if you want to learn investing by yourself, by reading, by watching YouTube videos, and by back testing different strategies on the internet. And that's kind of what I did, and I went down what I consider to be the difficult path. So if we are talking about this difficult path, it is not possible to master investing within 15 hours, period. I agree with you. But what if you have a coach? What if someone is there to tell you what the shortcuts are? For example, let's say you're looking at the financial statements. And for a financial statement, there's generally around 300 page or 200 pages, depending on what kind of financial statements you're looking at. There's the management discussion, there's the audited financial statements, there is the notes, and there are quarterly and annual financial statements. So when you're looking at 3 to 4 years worth of financial statements, suddenly you're dealing with at least 1,000 pages worth of material. And then from this 1,000 pages worth of material within the last 3 to 4 years, you need to cipher out what is really important so then you can make a good investment decision. Now, for most people, they're not going to go through it. For most people, they're going to think, well, There's no way you can go through this and figure out what is it you're looking for within a short amount of time. But when you're looking at, professional accountants, seasoned accounting partners, they can go through a set of financial statements in less than an hour and find exactly what they're looking for. And that's because over the years, there are shortcuts people developed, things people look for that allows you to save hours of time. So if you are reading a set of financial statements, you're spending hours studying the company, and you realize the company is not a good buy, it means your investing strategy itself is inefficient. So here's another example. What if instead of trying to figure things out by yourself, you can just copy someone's strategy that already works, that you know what kind of results you can expect? Now, for example, let's say you're investing in the market and you're following a mentor, and this mentor focuses on swing trading. I'm not a swing trader, I'm a long-term investor, but let's say you're following someone that is a swing trader, and there are 3 to 4 things exactly he looks for before he enters the market, and there are 3 to 4 things exactly what he looks for when he exits the market. And if you just follow one strategy and you understand and you learn it really well, then chances are you can finish learning it within a day. So if you dedicate around 3 to 6 hours, then yeah, you can pretty much learn it. And from my experience, after testing over 300 technical analysis strategy or so, any short-term strategy, when you're looking at day trading, when you're looking at swing trading, or these kind of short-term strategies, you can finish learning it within a day or so. For long-term strategies that involve fundamental analysis, that involves news, that involves more complicated concepts over a long period of time, then I think you need to budget around 15 hours if you are following a mentor. So if you split that across a couple of weeks, you can generally finish learning about investing within a month. So that's why Investing Accelerator is designed for you to master investing within a month. So is it possible to master investing within 15 hours? The answer is yes, if you know exactly what you're looking for. Can you master investing within 15 hours? The answer is yes, if you know what the shortcuts are. And if you don't know the shortcuts, of course, it will take you more time. It only makes sense. If you are a video game player like myself, when you're playing a video game, there are something called glitches or bugs that you can take advantage of that allows you to skip certain stages or certain storyline, which allows you to complete the game a lot faster. And these people are called speedrunners. So they will try to maneuver in a certain way. Let's say there are 7 stages within the game. A speedrunner will try to skip 2 to 3 by exploiting a glitch or a bug that is not fixed yet within the system. So then instead of a 30-hour game, a speedrunner can actually finish the game in 1/3 of the time, like 40, 50 minutes. Some speedrunners will try to beat other speedrunners' records, and they can finish within 20 minutes or so by discovering new glitches, new shortcuts throughout the way. So when you're looking at investing, it is same as sports. You're learning tennis. You would hire a tennis coach. If you're learning piano, imagine you're trying to learn piano by yourself. That's going to take a long time, right? I'm not saying you don't need to practice when you're learning piano. You still need to practice. There are still those chords, but with a good piano teacher, that is going to speed up your learning by a lot. You know exactly what you're practicing, and then you can apply those learnings to your own songs or to your own music to create your own music. And that's essentially what learning investing is. You're trying to learn from a trustworthy mentor where you know he has a proven strategy, where you know what kind of results you can expect, and you know how much time you need to put in order to master investing, and how much time you need to put in after you master investing. And here's what I mean. Now, when you're learning about investing, especially on YouTube, which is where you are on right now, there are a lot of mentors. And I don't disagree with that. And there are a lot of investing styles, from high risk to low risk, from short term to long term, from swing trading to options, from leverage to no leverage. You get the idea. So most of the time you are going to spend searching is for the right mentor for yourself. So that is going to be the biggest part for it. Then the next thing you need to ask the mentor is probably what kind of return you should expect. Now, the general market goes up by around 7%. So if you are going to manage your own portfolio, then you better aim for something higher than 7%, or else you might as well just give it to an ETF fund and don't worry about it anymore. So you need to know what kind of return you can expect and the risk involved. Then the question is how much time you need to spend to learn it. Now, generally, for Investing Accelerator, it takes around 15 hours. I know some program takes around 6 hours. I know some technical analysis strategy you find on Google takes like 2 hours to learn. So I wouldn't think there's anything you need more than 20 hours to learn. So investing is not rocket science at the end of the day, unless you're doing algo trading, which then you might need to learn programming. But anything less than 20 hours, I think, would be reasonable. And then finally is how much time you need to spend on maintaining and managing this investing strategy. And this is a crucial question, and this is often a question that is overlooked when people are learning about investing. For example, for day trading, you might be able to learn the strategy within 1 day. I have seen a lot of courses, a lot of mentors can teach day trading within a day, which is fantastic. But then afterwards, you need to be glued in front of the screen. You need to spend around 20 to 40 hours each week day trading. So I wouldn't be very surprised if there is a very high maintenance cost to it. And that's exactly why I avoid day trading after years of trying to crack the code. For long-term investing, if you are investing in ETF funds, then perhaps it might be an hour or 2 hours a month, my bad. So that is pretty passive, but the return there is around 8 to 10%. If you are a semi-active, which is kind of what I am, and I invest 5 to 7 times a year, then I spend around 1 to 2 hours per week on investing. That's pretty much my budget. So if you divide it by 1 to 2 hours across 7 days, then it's around 5 to 10 minutes a day. So I don't really spend that much time on investing, which is why I have all these time to record YouTube videos for you. So is it possible to learn investing in 15 hours? The answer is yes, if you have a good mentor, if you know what the shortcuts are, and the system is extremely efficient. If your system or the strategy you're learning is not efficient, then it is not possible to learn investing within 15 hours. If you are trying to read a book, from Warren Buffett and master investing, is it possible to learn it in 15 hours? The answer is no, because once you learn it, you need to test it, you need to comprehend it, and you need to piece together the entire strategy yourself. So it's not possible to learn investing within 15 hours if you are doing it by yourself. So hopefully, Bob, I have answered your question, and you're seeing this video because this video is made just for you. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please help support me by subscribe, and you can watch the next recommended video here as well. So I'll see you in the next one.